Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. We're doing 2 for Tuesday, but I'm talking about these guys all week. We're talking about the Cyrus family drama. We're going to start out with Billy Ray. Oh my. Be right back. Welcome back, Tarot fam. I'm Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner for over 35 years. In this video, the story just keeps getting more complicated. So originally, I was going to do a video on just Billy Ray Cyrus's really awful performance at the Liberty Ball at Donald Trump's inauguration. And then in my research, just kind of looking up like what has gone on in his life, he's been married a gang of times, and wife Trish, they got divorced, and then Miley's a whole other thing. They got a bunch of kids, and Trish is now married to Noah's ex-boyfriend, who is 30 years older than Noah. Like it's crazy. This is crazy. And now, like, I thought I was like at a safe spot where I could like just do a reading and like be normal. And there's this whole kerfuffle with their son. Which one is it? There's so many kids. Trace had put up an Instagram post and had asked his dad to get some help. And now Billy Ray is threatening Trace with legal action. Like, it's crazy. So let's start at the top. For those of us that didn't know that this was going to be such a nutty theme to work with. So Billy Ray Cyrus, everybody knows him from Don't Break My Heart, My Achy Breaky Heart. Everyone knows that song. It went viral. He was married to a woman named Trish. Trish had 2 children, Brandy and Trace. Brandy's 37, Trace is 35. And Billy Ray adopted those children after he married Trish. So together they had Miley, everybody knows her, Hannah Montana, Brazen, and Noah. Billy Ray had a pretty decent career, I guess. And then Miley got Hannah Montana. And in the course of that, they brought Billy Ray on as her dad. So it was a decision. Trish talked about it on Call Her Daddy, that it was a decision that they took a pay cut so that the whole family could be together. So, wow. Excuse me. So they got divorced, Trish and Billy Ray. And Billy Ray had a short marriage with Fire Rose, Joanna Hodges. They were married in 2023, but they got divorced in 2024. He also has a child that is 32 years old with an ex-girlfriend, Kristen Lucky. I'm not making up these names. These are real names. So let's see how Billy Ray is. Start there. And to be sure, I'm not making light of any issues that he may be having, whether it's substance issues or mental issues. As a one-time performer, there's nothing worse than when your equipment doesn't work. We saw the same thing happen with Carrie Underwood at the actual inauguration, but she followed through and sang a cappella. Billy Ray Cyrus tried to do the same thing. It didn't work out quite as well. So let's get a baseline on him. Let's see what's going on with this cat. You hate to see somebody tumble and fall like this. Oh, also, as a result of Trish marrying Noah's ex-boyfriend, all of the kids don't all speak to the parents. I don't think Miley speaks to her father at all. It's nuts. I can't even. So Billy Ray, how are you doing? 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, Empress in reverse, not taking care of himself. Magician behind him, Page of Cups, Five of Swords moving forward. This definitely is a substance issue. I think we all knew that. You don't have to be a psychic to know that. So I think the problem, does he have a good heart? Yeah, I think he does. But the problem is that he's hanging on to the fame, hanging on to that life, and it's just not there anymore. He's got to let it go because it's not conducive to him being well. How does he see himself? He knows now that he's kind of his own disaster. The threat of legal action against Trace, cross that bridge in a few minutes. It's a lot to unpack. I hope they have a therapist. How do others see him? Nine of Cups as the opposite of what he is supposed to be. Trace did say he was a great father. Justice card, that is the fear. The fear is that this is going to go in a direction where he is going to get himself in trouble, not necessarily physically, like his well-being is in danger, but that he's going to get himself in trouble with the law. I think they're afraid that he's going to be driving around. So it's a valid fear for them to have. Ace of Wands, the outcome, and Five of Swords. I think he's going to sink himself into the fighting. It's one of the things is that when we are embroiled in battles with individuals, when we're fighting with individuals or fighting with entities, legal battles or even just personal battles when you're at work, personal battles, you have a personality conflict with someone. When those things are going on, you are channeling your energy into a different direction that is not constructive, but combative. It's not even destructive. Some people will be destructive, but this is just like a combative, kind of beating your head against the wall, and it's not going to get you anywhere. That is kind of where he is right now. So this legal action that he threatened Trace with, the legal action that he threatened, is he really going to follow through on that? Is he really going to follow through? Is Trace really going to sue his daddy? Two of Swords, the Moon, Nine of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. There's nothing to sue over. Like the thing is that there's no money to take. There's no, there's really no end game there. It's just suing for the sake of suing. Is it really going to happen? Wheel of Fortune, maybe. This is definitely a rift between the two of them. If there wasn't one before, there is now one now. So, oh, what a mess. What a mess. So, Fire Rose, what was her name? Fire Rose, Joanna Hodges. Is this the same problem he had when she split with him? Same issues. Temperance, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, not in charge of the Pentacles, not temperate. Yeah, this is the same thing. I think there were money issues as well, but I think that was secondary to what's going on. So what do we do to help Billy Ray Cyrus? How do we fix this? How do we fix this? Where's this yellow brick road? What is my advice to Billy Ray Cyrus? What is my advice? The world, it ends now. The world ends now. This is no way to live. You can't continue this way. So how do you get out of it? How do you level up? Nine of Wands, that is rehab. The Nine of Wands is rehab. And the Page of Cups, your heart is good, man. So speaking to Billy Ray, speaking to you, Billy Ray, your heart is good, but you gotta put yourself into someone else's hands. So, part of the 12-step program is releasing yourself to a higher power. In this case, Billy Ray needs to release himself to an institution. I hate to say that, an institution that is going to take care of him at this point. I'm getting intuitively that he does need medical intervention to detox. This isn't something he can do at home over the next week. He's got to have somebody there with him watching blood pressure, heart monitor, all that stuff. There are things that they can do for him to make it a little bit easier. So it's something that he has to do. And I do think it's just mainly alcohol. I don't think that there's a lot of other things going on there. So at least it's not a poly-addictive kind of situation. So what will happen if he gets clean? And what will happen if he doesn't? If he does, 6 of Cups, we get some sweetness back. 10 of Wands, it may get a little difficult and a little stressful. Things are not going to go back to the way that they were, but we walk through the gauntlet to get to somewhere different. Bilbo Baggins did not go on his adventure to not wind up at the Lonely Mountain. He wanted to wind up, in some place different. As Frodo wanted to, get to Mordor. That was the mission. So, we are tasked with different things. We don't end up where we left. With the journey is to end up someplace different. If he's looking for it to end up back in that happy place that he was back in, I don't know, 1991, back in 1983, whatever his happy place is, it's going to be different. So he's got to craft and expect a different future. What happens if he doesn't? The King of Swords in reverse, the 5 of Wands in reverse, and the Magician. So the Magician's not a bad card, but the Magician can be a person that is experiencing substance abuse problems, because they can be very crafty about how they manipulate the people around them so that they can continue to do what they do. So I am the Cassandra in this situation. Or no, I hope I'm not the Cassandra. I hope he does listen. I hope he does get some help. Certainly the cards are saying he's got to give up some of these habits that he has. So, we all send out a little love for Billy Ray Cyrus. We're going to look at Tish in the next one. She's a whole different thing. So we're going to look at her in a minute, but thank you for watching this. Please make sure that you take advantage of my January sales. January is closing down. We're almost at the end. So take advantage of the sales. There's all kinds of readings on there, from little short $25 readings all the way up to like a full year reading if you want that. So hope to see some of you on my schedule. Hope to see some of you in my subscriber list or my members list. And I will definitely see you in the future.